and has done damage with his leg. His 3 rushing touchdowns at night equal his career total in all other games. Dak's 6 primetime wins are already tied with Russell Wilson for the most in any player's first 2 seasons in the last 15 years. Well, Dak and the Cowboys expect the Cardinals' defense to come with the same approach as the Broncos last week. Now, Bruce Arians joked, we don't have Von Miller. However, they did lead the NFL in sacks last year, and their top 2 sack artists are back. So, Steve, if they do come with that physical style, how do you expect the Cowboys offense?
The Cowboys last year, with all the success that Dak had, was really about that road paving, grinding offensive line that established the run. Off of the run, play action, people are open, Dak hits the guy of, Jason Witten, guys down the field, Dez, Bryant down the sideline. That's all feeds off of that road paving, road grinding offensive line. All of a sudden that doesn't happen. They obviously showed that they couldn't respond. La'el Collins is leading top of the league with 11 pressures in a couple of games. And in the end, if Dak is not ready to carry the water like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, he's growing, he can get there, but he's not going to carry it all the way through the season if he's going to have to win the game every week. So if they don't establish the run, let that offensive line dictate terms, this could be the Achilles heel this season. Dak will get there, but this season could be the Achilles heel for the
They love Collins, but it's just going to take time. He's adjusting. So, Charles, how do you adjust?
Well, it's not necessarily about them adjusting. It's their attitude. Last week, they had 14 rushing attempts. Like Steve just said, this is a running football team. They have to establish the run. What that does, we've always talked about, it opens up everything else. There has not been a connection between Dak and Dez Bryant these first couple of games. So what they have to do is establish that run, allow those big guys up front, hotels, as Randy calls them, pave the way, as Steve said, and open up things in the passing game so that they can get some things going downfield. But for Dak Prescott to be throwing the ball 50 times last week, that's not who they are. They got to get away from that.
Matt, I know you love the chess match. Take us inside with these 2 coordinators.
I really do. Well, it's Scott Linehan for the Dallas Cowboys against James Bettcher, a Todd Bowles disciple. But what Scott Linehan does for his quarterbacks, he gives them so much freedom at the line of scrimmage. If you like the matchup one-on-one outside, even if it's a running play called, go ahead and take that one-on-one matchup, make them pay.
Randy, assess the difference between these 2 quarterbacks here tonight.
Well, I'm looking at Carlson where he needs his arm, but when I look at Dak, Dak is a playmaker. He's able to make plays with his leg. Tonight I'm looking for a big play from Dak Prescott, 20, 30-yard run to put his team in good field position. But I think that Carson Palmer is the one of the 2 that needs to get in a good rhythm tonight. Not sure what type of running game they're going to have tonight, but I think Carson Palmer has to get in a great rhythm tonight. Fast start for them to be able to win this game.
And Charles, Jason Garrett echoed just what you said. Be who we are.
That's it.
Can't change that.
That's it. That's really the way you win games. Be who you are.
And it's all about execution. All right, it's time for the Dunkin' Donuts field pass. Randy, Patrick Peterson will be locked on Dez Bryant. What's the key to defending a big receiver like Dez?
Well, I think for Patrick Peterson being one of the best in the game, just continue to do what he do. But I think tonight he's going to have to be pick and choose when to be physical with Dez Bryant. I looked at both guys pregame, and Dez has him maybe by a couple inches in height. So I think Patrick Peterson has to understand what point of the game that he needs to be physical and when he needs to use his quick skills.
Matt Von Miller brought the heat against Prescott last week. How effective can Chandler Jones be?
Well, they look pretty similar. They're both monsters physically, but this guy was traded from the Patriots to help the sack total for this team and help close out games. He has delivered 26.5 sacks since 2015, and his counterpart on the other side, Marcus Golden, he has stepped up his play as well.
He's a star. Steve, we also saw Trevor Siemian pick apart the Cowboys secondary. How can Carson Palmer stage an effective passing attack?
It's got to be Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. We just talked about quarterbacks that can carry all the water for their team. David Johnson's departure, the big horse leaves. Carson Palmer has to pick up all of that slack and be the top 5 quarterback he's had potentially, but have a slow start this season. He needs to be the man.
Charles, Sean Lee is the heart and soul of the Dallas defense. What's his focal point against the Cardinals offense?
Well, the great thing that you love about Sean Lee is the way that he uses his eyes to read quarterbacks in coverage. He's a guy that's able to drop back in his zones and make great jumps on the ball. He is one of my favorite players in the NFL to watch. Tonight he'll be tested having to tackle running backs in space. and that will test the defense a little bit, but this is a guy that I know is up for it. Coming out of linebacker U in Penn State. Do your thing tonight, Sean Lee.
Still coming. Come on, man. The fans in Arizona love it. We will be back with that.
I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. I make the city move. I make the city move. I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move.
Monday Night Countdown is served by Applebee's 2 for $20. And in part by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. Freshly ground, freshly brewed, smooth from first sip to